Today we're talking about 5 tools every Caribbean entrepreneur must use. I'm gonna tell you, I'm an evangelist for pretty much every single one of this, and I make a living off of it, so join me on this journey. So number 1 is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is where my money resides, and by that I mean it is a social media platform for professionals. As with everything, you know, we always have the spammers, we always have the folks who trying to get into your DMs and want to know what you're doing later. That happens with everything. But in terms of return on investment and reach for potential clients, I think it's unmatched. LinkedIn, when I first started using it as a platform for my clients in Trinidad and Tobago, for instance, there were 100,000 users. This was about 4 or 5 years ago. And in recent months, it's now 500,000 users. So I think you're missing out if you're not using it to showcase your personal brand, showcasing what you have to offer, not just from a local perspective, but from an international perspective. I literally landed a client from a LinkedIn comment. I tagged the CEO, and 3 years later, we're still working together. I would definitely say don't miss out on LinkedIn, not just from an entrepreneur perspective, but building your personal brand and looking for potential partnerships in businesses on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn has real people. Secondly, the Meta business tools. Now, hey, I know Facebook is just evolving and changing quickly, and there's threads and there's all these things, but hold fast, because it's still a used social media platform. And what do I mean by a used social media platform? Just basically engagement, because Caribbean people still there, and we be using it. But the Meta Business Suite is a great way to reach a wider audience, because you have the ability to use it for Facebook pages as well as Instagram pages. And if you are not planning your content ahead, what are you doing? Are you thinking every single day to create a new piece of content? Madness. Utilize the tools they have, because they realize it's best for you. The more time you spend and you create an audience for that audience to spend more time, the better it is for you. So make sure you utilize the platforms that they're giving to you for free. Now, this platform, I literally live by. Google Trends. Now, it's a tool that tracks search results over time, and you could use Google Trends to see what people are searching for. And a great example of that is my triathlon club. So when my friend was like, hey, let's start this triathlon club, because there's a space in central Trinidad that people want to be able to train outside of Port of Spain. So my friend and I, she had these ideas. I mean, we laugh at it now. One of it was like dynamite. We both laugh at it. That's okay. You can laugh at us too. She even did something that I've seen so many businesses do in the Caribbean: use your name. Kudos to you if you do that, but I think that it limits you. It limits you when you are evolving as a person professionally. So in terms of creating a brand, I told her use Google Trends. So she searched, and then she came back to me. She's like, I have this name, but I think it's too boring. I said, please tell me what it is. And when she said 868 Triathlon, I was like, that's it. Because there is no disputing who we are and what we do. And I think that's a great example of how you can use Google Trends to create a name of a product. Because we use Google every single day. It's part of our vocabulary, use it in words. So if it is the #1 visited site across every single Caribbean island, that means there's value in utilizing Google Trends for your next business move. So next up is Microsoft Teams. Now, I'm a bit biased as a former Microsoft worker. But I think value for money as an entrepreneur, I use the platform because it allows me access to a plethora, just a ridiculous amount of tools for an average 5 to 10 US a month per license. So we're talking about emails, we're talking about Microsoft Teams, we're talking about OneDrive, but within that Microsoft Office 365, Microsoft Teams can be a tool that is standalone. And for us, it's what we built the company on, where we're able to, we manage hundreds of pieces of content every day. So you want to be able to reduce the amount of emails. I'm gonna tell you, little secret, despise it. don't like it. Can't stand 100 emails a day. Doesn't make any sense. So being able to centralize a project in a specific channel is extremely important and helps with collaboration and productivity. So as a business owner, definitely check out Microsoft Teams. And finally, Canva. Canva is something, I will have a disclaimer, using Canva does not make you a graphic designer. Let's be honest, it does not. But from a entrepreneur perspective, from a small business owner perspective, it's a great way to improve your business, branding and marketing materials, because Canva helps you create professional looking marketing materials, and it improves your voice because we all make decisions right now based on what we've seen on social media. No matter if you don't admit it or not, we're influenced by the visualization of what we're seeing on social media. So if you're making that visualization appealing, and they will more likely purchase from you, because the bottom line is, you want me to take out my credit card, whip it out, and give you some money. So definitely check out Canva. So the 5 tools every Caribbean entrepreneur should be using, it's LinkedIn, hey, B2B, we out there in these streets, but also personal branding. Meta Business Suite, gotta manage that Facebook and Instagram. Google Trends, #1 in terms of data and how your customers are searching online. Definitely need to use Microsoft Teams to have that communication channels, making sure that you're managing your projects. Seen email blast and email back and forth, hundreds of emails. And finally, Canva. You really want to be able to have a brand voice and people could identify you by your visuals. So good luck, and keep on grinding as an entrepreneur. I'll see you in the next one.